Part 2 was supposed to be the rest of the story of my initial ordeal. However, I had to end it abruptly when I realized I was getting emotional, going down memory lane to tell my story. When I decided to talk about this journey, I was scared. It took me a full year to get the courage to edit the 2021 hospital visit videos and do voiceovers where necessary. Once I had made up my mind to tell the story and got over the fear of, what if I'm judged? All I had to do was the editing and release the videos. Lo and behold, I was not prepared for the emotions that I endured and had suppressed to resurface. I don't think I made a bad decision deciding to tell my story, but god damn, I needed more internal preparation for all of this emotion that was coming. Anyways, let's finally get part 3 out of the way. After my emotional journey recounting my diagnosis and the challenges that followed in part 1 and part 2, I'm here to share yet another difficult chapter with you, my battle with weight loss. In preparation for the laparoscopic surgery to remove the endometriosis lesions from my womb, this phase was as much a physical as well as an emotional challenge. It tested my resilience in ways I never expected it to. Okay, when I went back to the gynecologist after my initial ordeal, he emphasized the urgency of losing weight, a lot of it, and fast. I was diagnosed in March, and by June, I needed to make significant progress in the weight loss department. If I didn't meet the requirements, then the laparoscopic surgery wouldn't be something that he could do because I am too overweight to do the surgery, according to him. So, in an effort to provide me with more options, my gynecologist referred me to a bariatric surgeon in Tokyo. Set everything up, he gave me the information, he gave me their number, everything. He set it up. So I went to the consultation. I remember walking into the office hopeful, thinking this might be a viable path forward to fix me. However, during the consultation, the surgeon gave me some bad news. He explained that I didn't meet the criteria to have the surgery covered by insurance because I didn't have a comorbidity disease. That's a hard word to say. For example, diabetes or hypertension. I didn't have any of those, so it couldn't be covered under insurance. Paying out of pocket was technically an option, but the cost was astronomically high and completely unattainable for me. I didn't have the money. I left the consultation feeling sad and defeated. Bariatric surgery was off the table, and now the pressure to lose weight on my own became heavier than ever. According to my gynecologist, without significant weight loss, the surgery wouldn't be safe. The stakes are high and I couldn't afford to fail. From March to June, I threw myself into an extreme and unhealthy regime. Desperation led me to drastic measures. I started starving myself, skipping meals, eating as little as possible, hoping to see some results, as well as I was stressing. Eventually, I realized I couldn't sustain this approach. Well, to be honest, my family and friends realized, and I switched to a pescatarian diet for the rest of the year. While it wasn't easy, it was a more sustainable way to approach the weight loss, though the emotional toil lingered. The pressure to lose weight combined with the anxiety about my health consumed me. Every decision I made revolved around whether it would bring me closer to surgery. I worried constantly. Was I doing enough? Was time running out? Would I ever feel like myself again? By January of 2022, I made it down to 110. My gynecologist was proud. During that visit, we went back to the drawing board. The gynecologist retested me, and then he realized two things. One, I was losing the weight on my own. Two, the gynecologist has been stabilizing my lesions since my diagnosis. So, he then reevaluated and realized we could continue on that treatment path until I got to the point where I had lost enough weight to do the laparoscopy surgery. But he also told me maybe, based on the trajectory, I won't even need it by then because the pill has stabilized the lesion so far. So the next step is for the pill to reduce the lesions. That made me happy. Some light at the end of the tunnel. He had also given me some painkillers and some other pills that would combat the endo symptoms that I would continually be having while undergoing this treatment, as well as I started those symptoms already, as I explained to him at the beginning of our little chat. As I continue to share parts of my story on my platforms, I want to highlight the immense pressure many of us face when battling chronic illnesses. If you're going through something similar, know that you're not alone. Your feelings are valid and your journey is unique. I'm sharing my story to remind you that it's okay to struggle, it's okay to seek help. Together, we can navigate these challenges and support each other along the way.